Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Maker MD channel. One of the things I do a lot on my other channel, the Paleo Hiker MD channel, is do reviews of hiking gear, backpacking gear, stuff like that. Part of that is taking close-up video, well-lighted video of the gear so everybody can get a really good look at it. Now that can be a challenge, and one of the things that I've always liked doing is taking an overhead shot and shooting straight down. Well, I recently watched a video by Mike Montgomery. He made an overhead camera rig, and I'll leave a link down below because the inspiration for this build was completely from that particular build. I just changed it to make it a little bit less fancy and a little bit easier to build for me. Let me show you guys the difference between how I used to shoot these shots and how it looks using this rig. So pretty simple, not terrible obviously. You can see all this stuff and the lighting isn't too bad. But now let me put the camera on the new rig and show you how it looks. So here's the goods on the new rig. You can see that I'm able to go right on top of it, show you guys what I want to show. My face isn't in the way, and I'm really getting a complete top-down view. So if you want to learn to make this overhead camera rig, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how. Certainly not a necessary step, but I decided to get my 2x4s and run them through my planer just to get the rounded edges off. I just wanted to make it look a little bit nicer and quite frankly just an excuse to use my new planer. I ran them each through. I had two 2x4s, and then after I took the edges off, I just went ahead and ran the sides down as well. Here I am at the miter saw, just chopping down the different pieces that I need. Really simple. Trying to make the legs here, and I'm using two little pieces on the side, as you can see, just to hold the upright in, just to give it a little bit of stability. Figured this would be an easy way to do it. So use the clamps there just to hold them in place. Pre-drill my holes, countersink the screws, and then put the screws in. These are the legs, like I said. These are 1 foot long. The uprights on the stand are 42 inches, and it is just under 6 feet long as far as long ways. You'll see that here in a little bit. Again, just pre-drilling and making my feet here. Even though this is only 1 foot wide, it gave me plenty of stability in the finished product. Now I'm looking at the uprights, and I'm just drilling with a Forstner bit a recess so that my bolt will sit underneath the level, just to make it look nice more than anything. I'm drilling all the way through. I have both uprights together, taped together, as you can see. And here's the upright. I just clamped in a vise, and now I'm just going to attach the upright to the leg. Just do that from below with countersink screws again. Everything is just screwed in, no glue, because I want to be able to take it apart if I want to. Here I am putting it together. This is the upright that I'm attaching to the cross member. You'll get a better view of that here in a second, just using a bolt and some knobs. This is the other side. Again, just a bolt and a knob holding it together. Now I found that it was a little bit wobbly, so I put these support pieces just underneath where it comes together. You'll see there's the leg, and there's that little support piece for the cross member. It's on both sides, and that helps it keep it square. I did do 3 different levels that I can move the cross member down to 3 different levels if I want to. I'm not sure that I will, but I went ahead and added it, and you can see I marked one side with circles and one with squares so that I'd know which side goes back together. Here I am making the mount for the camera, just putting together a 3/4 inch piece of plywood along with a 1/2 inch piece, and that gives me just enough room to put my bolt through. Here I am just putting a hole to hold my camera. So there the bolt comes through, and you can see it attaches to the head of my tripod. Very simple, just attach it on there, and that gives you the full articulation you need with the camera itself. Now I'm just using a couple pieces of 3/4 inch plywood. Just gonna brad nail those in, and this is gonna wrap around the top cross member. You'll see, just clamping it in place here, and brad nailing it. There's glue there to hold this in place, and you can see how it slides on, and you can easily slide it back and forth to wherever you want it on that cross member. Now the same as Mike Montgomery on Modern Builds, he added these cold shoe adapters, and that's gonna allow me to put some lights on there. There's one of my lights. It's just a rechargeable LED light. I can put it on the edge there. And this is the finished product pretty much. You can see the cross member there. I've got the cold shoe mount for the lights, and my camera mount worked out really, really well. Very simple to take apart. This is something else that I wanted because I wanted to be able to put it away. It's fairly large and it can get in the way. So just undo the knobs and pull it apart, take the cross member apart, and all you got to do is find a nice simple place to store it. I put it underneath this piece of furniture. And that's it, guys. Super easy way to film from overhead for hardly any money at all. Thanks for watching the Paleo Maker MD channel.